Mr. Harper, I'm sure you've been inundated with messages, so I'm truly honoured. Hold the board up, say your name, the title, and then smack it shut.
Scott Harper, The Alexander Mystery, Interview 2.
Describe your relationship with Alex.
Unconditional. Those friends where you just are. We decided to be friends at 4 years old and didn't question it again. Of course, our mutual love for writing definitely helped, but we benefited from our differences as well. He often joked that when my screenplays became famous, it would only be because his articles made him so.
Ruby Keller, The Alexander Mystery, Interview 1. I'll never meet anyone like Alex again. I only knew him 3 or so years, but it felt like a lifetime. He was good at what he did, but not as good as me. I think it was our competitiveness that brought us together.
You were together then?
No. Only ever friends and nothing. Who told you that?
Oh, everyone says different things. Take us from the start.
There were a few of us at the law, the pub across the road from our uni.
Alex was borderline paralytic, which wasn't like him at all.
Because of how late we left, the park gates were shut. Them two couldn't be asked to walk around, so...
We bonded over the gate and down the boardwalk. The boys were pissing about pushing each other and...
He pushed me, so I pushed him back.
So you admit to pushing him then?
Yeah, anyway, he tripped and lost his footing and that was that. He fell in the water. We were dying laughing, but...
Alex being Alex, wading into the water, shouting he was going to swim home. That's when we stopped laughing.
Because there was a disturbance in the middle of the lake. This fin-like object just emerged and just cut toward him like scissors through paper. I thought it was too big and quiet for anything else, and I know it's farcical, and I know it was dark, but I thought I knew what I saw. So
we were screaming at him to get out, but he wasn't listening, and then...
I blinked and almost missed it. There was all this splashing for about 10 seconds, and then just...
Nothing.
So the pub's over there. We walk through here. You can walk that way around as well. It just takes a bit longer. It's always quiet around here. We used to come here quite a lot in the summer, a whole group of us. We actually played rounders over there one year. First time back. I don't know what it was. It's and the way it moved, nothing moves like that. I was convinced it was a shot.
What did you do?
Nothing. For a few seconds or a minute, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was a joke until the water fell still and he didn't come up. I was scrambling around for my phone, but I was just panicking. I couldn't find it. I was trying to call my dad's, but... There
was no service, so we started legging it. I can't remember for shit, but that was just all a blur, and then the next thing I know, we're under these orange streetlights, and all I remember seeing is just the mascara is painted down Ruby's face and neck. She
was crying so much I couldn't see my screen. Scott was on the phone to the police, but...
They wanted to put me through to fire and rescue, and I remember just being like, he's in our fucking lake, you ain't listening to me. I'm so...
I understand that, Scott, but our fire and rescue service deals with lake
Alright, cool, thank you. Come on.
What's happening?
I don't know, Ruby, hang on. Come on.
Fire and rescue service, how can
Yes,
I
hello. My name's Scott. My friend Alex Anderson, he's fallen into Twin Parks Lake and he's been attacked. And I know it's mad, okay, but it was a shark that got him.
I'm sorry. Scott, did you say a shark?
So you were charged with?
First-degree murder. 15-year minimum term, but I avoided trying to say that.
How come?
Our ignorance is bliss, plus I knew we wouldn't serve it all, deep down.
So on what grounds was this based on?
A fucking reach. They found messages from me wanting to get away from Alex, but That's only because Scott and I were together. Yeah, it felt all three of us were in the relationship. What was that?
Oh, just some construction work. So, you two were together then?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with anything, as we all know now.
Get Away With. It was a screenplay I wrote in uni. That's it. That is all they had.
What was the story?
It was just some shitty dark comedy about an extremely arrogant man boasts he can commit a series of murders in increasingly absurd ways without being caught, and then just proceeds to prove it.
Such as?
Gets better. There was a disturbance report from this OAP. Believed to have heard commotion, seen 2 people running away from the scene. Well, of course we were running. Twat.
Luckily though, your convictions have been overturned. How would you describe your time in prison?
Shit. It was fucking shit. Every day was shit. I've just lost a year of my life. Yeah, it was magical. I'd finally felt like my content was getting traction. All the blogs I did for beauty companies and clothing brands, all gone. They don't want anything to do with me anymore. Can you blame them?
Before my dad passed, he told me to never waste a day. You can imagine how hard that is in a place like that. It wasn't easy at first. You start to blame yourself, and
Those places aren't designed to rehabilitate shit. They just wanted someone to pin it on, and I was the easy option. I've got no love for anything anymore. It all died in there.
I just wanted to get something positive from all this. So I've thought to produce a film exploring what really happened last year.
Ah, I see. Quite interesting, that one.
It's actually the first time I've mentioned it out loud to anyone.
Oh. What are you going to call it then, Scott?
Shock.
I could have guessed that one myself. I might have to steal that one. So, what have you done with your compensation?
I got this one for 25,000 on offer actually. 2-carat diamond, 4-claw solitaire.
What, 500k? That's blood money.
How cute is this? Little Ruby, because my name's Ruby.
Every single penny is going towards his parents and supporting the investigation, of course.
Do you think that was a sensible choice?
What? My necklace?
Would you not say there's a better use for it though?
I'm currently seeking therapy if that's what you're asking.
And you clearly need it. After the year you've had, I mean.
It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of myself. Invictus, Henley. Written in 1888.
So have you done anything exciting since your release?
I can't even go shopping anymore without people staring at me. I mean, I get it, and I know it will die down, but it's just a question of when, you know?
Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. Invictus, Henley. Published in 1888. Written in 1875. Oh, one final thing. These men that have been arrested, were you aware of Alex's involvement with them?
Yeah.
You were?
At least I think.
Go on, empty the tanks.
It was a couple of months before the lake. I was helping him with some work. It was some investigative piece into how social media is affecting drug use, and it was just not him. I'm talking slurred in the sense there wasn't much flow to the writing. Here's the thing, he was always trying to go above and beyond. And this time it was getting interviews with these drug lords who would make some real waves, to quote him. And I don't mean the teenagers in North Face either. I mean like the real suit-wearing, going grey, midlife crisis fuckers.
So you've seen them?
Briefly. I never thought anything of it. He said they were laundering money through a scuba rental place. I think he got caught up in it. Started taking drugs. Pissed them off, owed them money, and somehow they fucking knew we'd be there. And him going into that lake just did him a favour, and somehow they fucking snatched him and did whatever they fucking did. I fucking wasn't there for him. What is it?
We don't need to see this.
Wait, no, hold on.
I've not actually seen him yet. It's been a lot since we were released. I've seen him tonight for the first time, but I'm nervous, to say the least. It's been a whole year, but I feel like he's the only person I have left. And I don't know what will happen between us, but I'm hoping this will bring us together. Alex wouldn't have wanted us putting our lives on hold and feeling sorry for him. He'd want to be remembered with a smile and for the joker he was. I know wherever he is that he's hoping we're happy. You know, making something of ourselves. I still love Scott. So I want to tell him that. I'm just hoping that he feels the same way. Ruby Keller, The Alex Anderson Mystery, Interview 1.